Hi, I'm Fahmy. I've been working in the nuclear industry for about 7 years now, and one thing I wanted to talk about is how much this industry has changed and will change. Pretty much right when I joined the industry, some of the first questions I was getting back from friends and family is, well, aren't you joining a dying industry? And it took me a couple of years to figure out the answer to that, but the answer is definitely not. There's a lot of growth and potential in the nuclear industry. Currently in the United States, we're processing many applications to build new nuclear power plants, and personally, I think there are a lot of other exciting things going on here in the industry. One of the things I'm particularly interested in is a research activity that's going on at the University of Texas right now, and what they're planning on doing is developing a hybrid fission-fusion reactor. Which might be a little bit too technical for you guys, but bottom line is that this reactor can essentially burn spent or used fuel from other nuclear reactors that are currently operating. And ideally, this reactor in the future could burn up to 99% of the nuclear fuel that's used. By doing so, you eliminate a lot of the concerns of having spent nuclear fuel here in the United States and where you're going to store it or how you're going to reprocess it. That's just one example of how this industry is really changing and evolving over time. Another thing that I think is pretty cool that I don't really have much background on is kind of these small nuclear reactors that are starting to come up or starting to be discussed. Just like everything else in America and the United States, these nuclear reactors that we're building have started growing, and these nuclear power plants are fairly large at this point. Right now, people are looking into building kind of small, more modular nuclear power plants, and the idea there is you don't need such a big water source. You don't need quite as much demand for electricity to actually locate one of these things next to you and use it to meet your kind of energy supplies and demands. That's just another example of how this industry is changing, but yeah, in general, I think there's a lot of potential and a lot of growth in this industry, and I hope you guys look into it a little bit further.